Hey everybody, it's Mike Castro here. You're probably wondering what I mean by how Little League and my business equals success. Well, let me tell you a little story. See, I started playing baseball when I was 3 years old. I'm a military brat. Dad was in the military, and I started playing baseball in South Carolina at third grade. And how I got started was I went to watch my buddy Jimmy practice one day, and I was standing in right field waiting for practice to be over, and the coach hit a ball to the right fielder. And the right fielder missed the ball, and the ball rolled to where I was at. So I picked the ball up and I threw the ball back to home plate, right to the catcher. Didn't even bounce. And I'm standing out there, and the coach drops the bat, and he comes walking out to me. Now, mind you, I'm in third grade, and I got this grown man coming to me, and I'm thinking, what did I do? I'm in deep trouble. I wanted to just turn around and run. But I didn't. I stood there, and he came out, and he asked me what my name was, and asked me what I was doing there, and I told him. And after practice, Jimmy and I rode our bikes home, and I got home, and I sat down, I was having dinner with my dad, and the doorbell rings. And it was a coach. My dad walks outside, 5-10 minutes later, he comes back inside, and he said to me, Michael, did you go watch Jimmy practice today? And I said, yeah. And he said, the coach wants you to play in his team. And I told him, I was like, oh, Dad, I don't want to play, thanks, but no, I don't want to play. And he said, well, why not? And I said, well, first off, I'm not very good. I'm not all that good, and I don't know anybody, and I'm basically just afraid. And my dad turned to me and he says, you know what, son, listen, don't let anybody ever tell you you're not good enough. He told me, he goes, all I want you to do is give it 100%. Just try 100%. If you don't like it after the 100% try, you can stop playing. I'll be fine with that. So I did. I went out there and I gave it 100%. Lo and behold, I liked it. I started playing for the Braves my first year. Now, when you play Little League, you have two halves. And the first half, the Cubs were the first half champions, and the Braves, my team, was the second half champions. So we had to have a championship game to figure out who was the overall champion. And on the team of the Cubs was a pitcher by the name of Anthony Varicchio. Now, see, Anthony didn't know it. I didn't know it then, but I do know now that he helped me become who I am and helped me become successful. And this is what happened. I was afraid of Anthony because I thought he was like the greatest pitcher. And he was really good. So I met Anthony behind the backstop before our championship game, and I told him, I said, hey, Anthony, listen. When the game starts, I'm gonna walk you. And then when I get up to bat, you can walk me too. Because I was just so afraid of him. I didn't want him to pitch me because I didn't want to strike out or look dumb up there. And because, again, I was just afraid of this guy. Well, game starts, and the first inning comes, and Anthony gets the bat, and I do like I said. I walk him, and he goes to first base, and the inning ends. It wasn't until the second inning when I got to bat, and I got up there, and the first pitch Anthony throws was a strike. I mean, just right down the pipe. And he threw it hard and fast. And I'm thinking, well, gosh, I thought he was going to walk me. And the second pitch he throws was a fastball inside and almost hits me. So now I'm like really thinking, and I remember looking down and looking in his eyes, and he had this like fire in his eyes. Like, you know what, this is a game, man, and I'm here to win it. So the third ball, he pitches a curveball, it almost hits me, and I fall down, drop my bat, get all dirty. I look back at him, and that look was there. It's like, you know what, this is a game, pal, and I'm going to here to win it. Either step up in the plate or go home. I grabbed my bat, and I dust myself off, and I gripped my bat nice and tight, and I squared myself in that batter's box, and he pitched the next ball, and it was a curveball. The difference this time is I didn't fall down. I decided, I'm sitting right here, and if it hits me, it hits me. But it didn't. I could see it curving, and as it came in, man, I hit that ball so hard I got a triple. Guess what? I loved that game because what happened was I went 4 for 4. I hit 2 triples and 2 doubles. And every time Anthony came up to bat after that first inning, I struck him out. Every single time. He lit the fire in me. He lit the competitiveness in me. After the game, which we won, and I was the winning pitcher because I wasn't coming out of the pitcher's mound. I pitched all 6 innings. Went to shake hands, and Anthony asked me, he said, well, what happened to walking me every time? I told him, I said, Anthony, I have to thank you because what you did was you helped me realize that I'm just as good as you. And I told him, I used to be afraid of you. And I used to think you were the greatest pitcher, but I realized that, you know what? I'm just as good as you are. I'm a good doggone baseball player. I can pitch, I can bat, I can run, I can field, I can do all that stuff. Just as good as you. Maybe not better, maybe better. Don't know. But I know that I'm just as good. And how he helped me shape my business was helping me realize that he was consistent. He was consistent every single time he went out there and pitched the ball. Every time he practiced, he was consistent in what he did. He gave it 100% every single time. He prepared himself for success. That's why he was a successful pitcher. That's why I was afraid of him, and I put him on that pedestal. So I took that philosophy and I started utilizing that throughout my life, giving it 100% every single time. Because see, as long as you prepare yourself every single day to be successful, you're going to be successful. You may not get there right away, but you'll definitely get there. Now, you have, I don't know what business you're in. Maybe it's multi-level marketing, maybe it's network marketing, whether it's just any business it is. You have to remember that don't let anybody, like my dad said, don't let anybody ever tell you you can't do something. You can do it. You just have to have the tools, the knowledge, and the social network to help you get there. You see, if I asked you to go somewhere, like say, hey, I need you to go to ABC, Texas. If you don't know where ABC, Texas is, how are you going to get there? You got to ask. You have to ask people to help you. So, I'm here to help you. I'm here to let you know that everybody has an Anthony Varricchio in their life. Somewhere along the lines, think back to who your Anthony Varricchio is. And remember that. Use that fuel to motivate you and be consistent so you can be successful. And I'm here to help you. So give me a call, email me anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm here to help you, and I'm here to see and help you be successful. This is Mike Castro. Have a great day.